Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm Alexis Hadfield, and this is my amazing little sister, Emily. She's awesome. She drew this. It's super cool. And, yeah. And today, I, pulled out some of my old comics. Not all of them, because there was one comic that, was, a stick figure that I don't know where those went, and, I don't know. I'll make another video when I find more of my old comics, but these are, ones from when I was a teenager. I have a cute little, comics, and this is my favorite color, or one of my favorite colors. And then also this lovely dog, binder. Okay, we'll start with this one, so... Okay, oh yeah, on the back of this page, then there's, yes, it's a unicorn.
Nice unicorn.
Well, okay, so it is a, what's it called? Riddle. You wanna hear the riddle?
Sure.
I gallop through the meadows, swooshing my tail as I go. I am rare and magical. You won't find me practically anywhere. But my cousins are very common, living in ranches among you. You have to be a pure... Wait. You have to have a pure heart to find me, so seek me if you dare. What am I?
It's a unicorn, so...
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my lovely unicorn riddle. Thank you. Yeah, so then on the other side, this one has two parts. So...
Wow, that is...
I
love that.
Okay.
Wait.
So we have so this is based off of a camp song that I learned about Herman the Worm, and it's kind of, I don't know if you can read this, but yeah, and this little pencil. Most of the ones that I found have a bunch of pencil. I did other materials with older ones, but
I love the way you drew it. So cool.
Thanks. Yeah, this page is very cool.
So cool.
Yeah, I love this page. It's also very goofy. So basically, it's about these guys. So there's a giant worm that comes, and they're like, oh no, it's Herman the Worm who eats everything and who grows when he eats everything, and then he can eat bigger stuff. And so then he calls his buddies over here to be like, hey, Herman the Worm that I just barely let loose is on going crazy again. And so then they're like, whoa, he's a lot bigger than last time. And then they go and get stuff. And it's... I really like this one, but it's also goofy. And so it's kind of... It's funny.
Right now I don't have the patience to make,
this kind of thing.
Yeah.
This was very fun to make.
I have more patience with actually, writing the story.
So that's...
I
feel like I would have more patience with this. I don't know.
It's I don't know. For some reason right now it's so hard to, I don't know, have patience, drawing all the...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is very repetitive, drawing the same people over and over again to tell the story. Yeah, so that's the first one. What is this? Yeah, this is... Oh! We'll come back to that one. What is this one? Okay, so this one was from an idea from my cousin who saw that I was doing comics, and he was like, oh, here's an idea, and it was with robots and stuff, and basically, so they're riding in the car, and then they park, and then they go into the thing, and they're like, it's a robot factory, and then they go over, and What happens? Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're like, hey you, look over there. It's a build your own robot room. Yes, they're going on a tour and they're excited and stuff.
I like the guy's face. It's like,
Oh,
I used to draw hair where it's just like spikes.
That guy's face. Welcome to the main part of the factory. And yeah, this is.
I love it. They're so good.
And she has hair like Elastigirl. Yes, that's cool. What is this? Is this just extra paper? Why is there... just blank extra notebook paper. Okay. Also, oh, what is on here? Oh! This is...
That is cool.
This is like
That's
random...
so...
Oh, I have drawing tablet notes on here. Oh, yeah. So I drew Wally and I don't watch Star Wars. I have no idea what this is called, but he looks cool. I'm assuming it's a he. I also don't know. And
it looks cool. I like
it. Oh yeah, because my cousin, he wanted me to do one with Wally because he was and is very much into Wally.
Oh.
Yeah, so this was like my sketches of robots because I was going to make the whole robot thing and I only got to, hey you, there's a robot making room. Oh, and what's in here? Oh, this is the note he gave me. Comic ideas. Let's read this. Adventures of an wand. What? Of a Alexis with B and BB-8. Oh, that must be what that guy's called. The circle one.
Oh, probably. Well, that's probably what it's
Star Wars
called.
fans are probably like, oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. Okay, so Adventures of Orwand, Alexis with BB-8 and Wally. I don't know exactly what Orwand is. Maybe I made this all like, I don't know. And then story. Oh! It's my cousin's name, not Orwand. Andrew. Story of cousin and Alexis are at a robot factory and they created BB-8 and Wally, but something went wrong with the programming and Wally is going to destroy life, so there are only robots.
What?
I mean, that would be an interesting plot line.
That would. I've never read anything like that, so that would be interesting.
I kind of want to actually make that now.
Yes, you should totally do that.
Just for fun.
That would be awesome.
Funny. I mean, I got like part of the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's kind of personal about it's just basically like people were always asking me like, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, because there was the whole sickness thing and weirdness, and so I'm like, I can really do much. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not really doing much. So that one's, yeah, we're just gonna put that to the side.
That's all that's in there.
Yeah, that's all that's in this one. Okay, I'll put them away later. I love this folder. Okay, next folder. With the nice dog. And, this one has a bunch of notes of, like, I was gonna do a whole big story, but it's also, like, fantasy, and as we learned, fantasy, you have to do, like,
what was it about?
Its own rules, and so it's harder to do a story about it. But, well, so it was gonna be about, like, finding some jewel thing.
What?
Yeah. I don't know, the classic idea of, like, oh, you have to put a jewel in this spot, and it'll fix the world, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah. But, I have a bunch of, like, extra paper in here. Okay. I'm grabbing it out. Oh, first I have... Yeah, I was practicing drawing kneeling and like a creature guy, like a shadowy thing. And we'll put that to the side. And then, okay. Yeah, this is all that I've done. I really like it. I mean, I don't think I'll do more.
Oh wow, that's
but,
cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm impressed with how straight and like I'm impressed with my boxes. Or panels. I love comics. I mean, I prefer graphic novels, and it really depends on the graphic novel of like what style I like. I love Hilda and Laura Gilead's, I don't know how to say her name, books. I love those. And this one from the library looks really cool. That one.
It's so cool.
Wing Bearer. That one seems really cool. I haven't read it yet. She loves it. The art looks cool. Yeah. And so we have here, I'll do it. So it's like pant through the door, and then across the courtyard or whatever, and then oh yeah, pant going up the stairs, and then there's a room, and she puts a baby in the thing. Now I realize it doesn't really show her putting the baby in, it just shows her in the doorway with the baby, and then the baby on the side. So we just like assume that she put it in. I don't know. Now I'm like, that's a little confusing. Oh well. Live and learn. So then, oh yeah, I was so proud of how I did the wood. Oh yeah, and how I did this hand, which I can do a way better hand now. But it like looks wonky, but it was like my first good hand. And so then,
what hand was it?
1 second.
The one with the jewel?
Yes, the hand with the jewel.
I mean, that's a pretty good hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good for, like, at the time, but it's still, like, I could do better now.
Not perfect, but it is pretty good. Like,
yeah.
Better than my triangles that I used to draw. I used to just draw a triangle.
Just were so sad. She just to give her child away. I don't remember why. I think it's like, you know, it's a classic thing of like, oh, they're special and they can't be here because somebody's hunting them down, and they give them the jewel to protect them or whatever, and then okay, so then the next page, then okay, now this hand, one of the hands holding the rope is pretty good. The other one's kind of but like this one's really good. That one's kind of, but you know, it works. And I love you with a heart. And then these these shadowy things just come in the room and overtake her. I didn't quite get that far, but yeah, this was a very fun one to make. Lots of pencil.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like page, and then this page. Super cool. Hopefully, you're able to get that. It's tricky holding stuff, but yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yeah. Oh, then we can look at the characters I made. Oh yeah. This like little made up sort of ramp. I mean, did I just say ramp? I mean map. Okay, I made like a little map thing that I was like, oh, this is kind of a map. You can't see it super well. I mean, really, you can't see it very well on the paper because of the colors so dark, and with pencil, what is this?
I like it.
Yeah, so it's
better than what I started with in my book. Because I didn't even start with that.
Iniko? I think that's a character. Yeah, there's a lot of... What? There's more! What is... I found another comic! Oh my goodness!
Is
what?
That good? What is that?
Okay, well this was
is that a dude?
like this is a dwarf character I was coming up with for that comic. It was like 4 heads tall. And I don't remember what his name is, but it was like somewhere in here. Yeah. Oh, and there's like something with the princess and she's going on a mission or something. Mermaid name.
What?
Apparently calm mermaid who knows a lot, and I spelled nose with Knowes. You don't need an E there. It's fine. And then, of course, I had to have used one of those pens that I liked, but then they bled through on the other side when they got old. That's not great. Don't appreciate that. Okay. Anyways, we found another comic. Okay, so this one, oh wow, there's a lot more, like, a little shading on the second page. So, this is based off of, I got the Beauty and the Beast live action soundtrack CD around this time. And so it's like based off of that, and it opens up like the intro. Yeah. There once was a. No, we'll just read it. There once lived a selfish prince who loved his riches and possessions more than anybody. And that. And then the sign says taxes raised 10 times the original amount. Oh dear. I mean, I don't have. Also, this path, like, goes over a hill. Like, there's a hill right there, so then it should form with the hill, but it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe that's just, like, farming. We'll call it that. And then, yeah. So he loved his riches and possessions more than anybody, and taxed the people heavily to provide for himself. Which I'm like, the one in the movie makes more sense, because, like, he taxed them to fill his castle with the most beautiful things and people and stuff. But, yeah. And then, also, this is the one, like, little squiggly letters. There once lived an enchantress. Why am I not able to say this? I don't know. Enchantress? Yes. What she said. Enchantress. And it goes over here. What does that say? I wonder what he'll think of this disguise. Whose job? Oh yeah. There once lived an enchantress whose job is to change the hearts of mankind. So, okay, if you just go off of that, if you just go off of change the hearts of mankind, then, like, what if it's a good heart? Is she supposed to go change it to bad? I don't know. I'm finding loopholes in this now. That's not what I intended at all. I was, like, meaning change it to good, but then, yeah. Okay. And then, okay. And then it finishes at the bottom for better. So, okay, there once lived an enchantress whose job is to, ... change the hearts of mankind for the better. Also, mankind is, like, squished there. I didn't do that a lot. I was like, you're supposed to plan this ahead, and I don't, and it doesn't work so well. Yeah, so she's like, yes, this will do. There's the for better. Cuts it off. And then, what is that one? And then, and I'm off!
Wait, what?
This is so cute. She, like, jumps off her cloud with the bush. I feel like the cloud kind of looks like a continuation of the bush, just without leaves. But, you know, that's fine. Yeah, so that's the first page. And I think I was trying to keep it light. But yeah, and then, did this finish? I don't think I, like, finished that one. But then I continued on to, maybe this is just supposed to be separate. I don't know. But it's, like, Belle, and she, like, sigh, finished another book, gets up, walks over to the shelf, and then, yeah, sees, yeah, and then she sees a book up there, and then goes and gets the ladder, because it's really high up, and then the ladder's too short, and then cliffhanger! We don't get to find out what happens! I have so many cliffhangers!
Yes, you
do. But yes. So, what do you think happens? Do you want to add an ending?
Well, there could be quite a few possible endings. Well.
Oh
my gosh, it's like...
What? What are you saying oh my gosh about?
This is, like, farther away than I thought. I thought it would be, like, barely.
Oh, she's talking about the
I thought it would be
book.
closer to her, but still
As
not
far
really.
as like, it's still like 2 shelves up.
Maybe.
Also, how is this stairs like supported?
No.
And the books are. That's cute. I mean, like, okay, I'm criticizing my older version. It's still like I love these. They're great,
awesome.
and I worked hard on them, and they were very fun, and yeah. Oh yeah, and somewhere I have like a more full design of this girl, the Enchantress, and oh yeah, and then I also like kind of based